Who would you be without the mask? They called him successful. The world admired his confidence, envied his achievements, applauded his charm, but behind closed doors, when the claps faded and the rooms emptied, he sat in silence, exhausted, not by work, but by performance. He wore masks so well, even he forgot what his real face looked like. One day, during a walk meant to clear his mind, he found a narrow alleyway, one he'd never noticed before. Something about it pulled at him. At the end of the alley stood a small, crumbling theater. Its door was slightly ajar. Inside, there were no rows of seats, no stage lights, only a single spotlight and a massive mirror at the center of the room. Etched across its surface were words that chilled him. "You've met the world. Now meet yourself." He laughed nervously. But something in him, something long buried, stepped forward. As he approached, the mirror didn't just show his reflection, it showed versions of him. The overachiever who never rested, the people-pleaser who nodded when he wanted to scream, the rebel who once dreamed big before life taught him to shrink. They stared back at him, not with judgment, but with heartbreak. One by one, they lifted their hands and removed their masks. And then he saw it. A version of himself with no need to prove, to impress, to hide. Just still, just present, not perfect, but true. And in that moment, something cracked inside him. A silence he'd buried for years echoed through his chest, a grief for the self he had abandoned, and a longing to return. He wept, not because he was broken, but because he was finally whole. And when he stepped out of that theater, the world didn't notice a difference, but he did. Every step felt lighter, every breath real. Because once you've seen who you are without the mask, you can never go back to pretending. So now I ask you, if you stepped into that mirror, what version of you would stare back? And more importantly, would you be brave enough to take the mask off?